Hello, I'm Rhonda Davidson. I run the Parks Department for the City of Charlestown, and Mayor Bob is also a great friend of mine. I don't even know where to start. I met Bob Haw at a beautification committee meeting when they were actually planning for the second Founders Day celebration. I was so excited when we got home. I told my kids that we were definitely going to get involved in Founders Day and the events going on in the city. Through the years, Bob and I have had many conversations about events that go on in the city and ways to make Charlestown a better place to live and raise a family. I have two girls. One is 19. Carly has also been a part of the events in the city and part of the beautification committee for years, and my daughter Jody. They have learned a lot from Mayor Bob about giving, about putting family first, and about loving this community and wanting to be a part of this community. One thing, I love the sidewalks. I remember at that beautification committee meeting 10 years ago, I remember them talking about the sidewalks that were going to be built that would go all the way to the hospital and back. And I can't wait for that day because I've always told my girls, as soon as they get finished, we're going to make that trip. We're going to walk to the hospital and back because I think it's such a great thing for our community. But what people don't see that I am blessed to witness is Bob's passion for this community and for the families in this community. I have never been around Bob, whether it's at lunch at Copper Kettle or in the office or just running into him at JC Store, where he doesn't stop and say, you know, let me ask you about this, or what do you think about this? He's always thinking of ways to make Charlestown a better place to live. I remember the conversation that we had in the park about the concession stand and the movies in the park. That all came up over lunch, and that was actually before I came to work for the city. But he has so many ideas, and I just hope that through the years he has enough time for all of his dreams and his visions for this city to be realized. What people don't get to see is when it's 20 degrees outside and we're down in the park at Christmas, and you see the little kids that are running up and they're hugging Mayor Bob and thanking Mayor Bob for all that he has done for our city, whether it's for Frosty the Snowman or a carriage ride in the park or the lights in the park where they get to come out with their families. It's amazing, and that's the stuff that most of you don't get to witness that we get to see. I can't tell you the times that we have sat freezing in our coats and hats and boots, and both of us with tears in our eyes, just sitting on a picnic table at 11 o'clock at night in the park when the kids are running around like crazy and waiting in line and watching the lights, and how we just, he loves people. He loves kids and he loves people.